Hello and welcome. Little bit of a random live stream. I was meant to stream earlier today, but yeah, things happened. So here we are. Just building the Veletari, Veletaris. Sorry. Yeah, so I'll be here for the next couple of hours or so. Hope you're all well. Yeah, let's have that brightness. Yeah, so I'm just cleaning these up. Quality. Advanced. Put it like that. Hello, hello. I don't normally follow Nova. No. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream for a while again. As I say, I was meant to do a few this week, but I'm busy, really busy. Not with work, just with other things. Admin things. But yeah. But hope you're all well. The goal is to build all of these 10 today, and then I really want to crack on with the Lehman Russ. Because I've still got a lot of Auxilia to do. Hopefully next week I can give you the reviews of Solder Auxilia. And I like the format that I'm doing them at the moment, releasing them in sort of three videos a week. It's you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I like that. That works quite well for me. Because it means for the weekend if I can do 6 videos, then that's kind of 2 weeks worth of videos for me. So I might change the schedule for that. And also it gives people enough time to watch them rather than just within those 24 hours. So yeah. Hello Lynx, how you doing? I did another, made another watch video today, and I did speak in it. So yeah, I don't know, like I like the silence because sometimes just like listen to someone while they're unboxing things can be a bit. I mean, I know it's useful for Warhammer because I like to point out, you know, certain parts and new pieces and things that I haven't seen before, and how it goes together. But for watches, it's just like, okay, here's a blue watch. It's got hands on it. Here's the crown. Here's the bezel. But you know, maybe it's worth it for my initial impressions. So I've changed the format now. But there will still be a few videos over the next couple of months that I've already kind of made where I don't talk. I think I've always talked in the Warhammer videos at least. You think we'll have another Horus Heresy Primarch? What, like another Ascended one? Who would you like to see as another Primarch? Hey Krieg, how you doing? I have a very nice Horus Heresy video coming out this Sunday. I know I said every Sunday is a non-Warhammer video, but sometimes there will be a Warhammer video, but it's not like an unboxing or review. You know, like I did that combat card video. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit like that. It's okay, I will be live streaming on Saturday as well this week. I'll probably be finishing off the Lehman Russ, but I might paint something on Saturday night. Yeah, I think. Yeah, thank you, Lynx. Yeah, thanks for your support and your, you know, your help and stuff. Yeah, I think it's great to get a first impression of a watch or a product. You know, talk about the unboxing and things. But I also, find the value in kind of like a 1 year later, but it won't be that long. It will be kind of after the honeymoon period is over of a watch or a product. I think that would be quite useful. Like a final thoughts. Yeah, Angron. Yeah, Ascended Mortarion. Like, will he be as big as the 40k one? I don't know. If they redo him, I'd rather have an Angron. Like, in the sort of form of Be'lakor, not Be'lakor, the other one. Is it Belial? What's his name? I can't remember. Hey Maxim, good to see you here. I was working a lot, Krieg, yeah, but I've had a little break this past week. It's been nice. But yeah, you're right. Like some of the, I haven't done the kind of preview news videos for a while, because I have been working. Yeah, I was working a lot, like throughout the week, and then Saturdays and Sundays and things. Yeah, and I'm very glad I did, because I've had some bills and things. So just when you think you're getting ahead, things can go wrong with your car and your house and you know. And like any of the watch review unboxings and reviews and things, just like the Warhammer, I hope people can kind of understand. Just because I'm releasing videos like every other day or every week doesn't mean that I'm like buying a watch every week or buying Warhammer every couple of days. Like these word bearers uh, reviews, for instance, I picked those up what 2 or 3 years ago. Um, and I'm only just now releasing them on the channel as part of the sort of schedule. Oh dear, sorry. So I've got to remember that I've got to. I didn't even allocate any guns for these. Oh, because they're over there. Yeah, that's a really good idea, Links. Thank you. Yeah, that's really. That's what I mean by over the honeymoon period. Like, some watches I'll buy and then, just add to the collection, and I'll wear them like once. Um, I guess I should really sell those ones, but. Uh, you're right, John. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good idea. Well, good observation. Yeah, I'd like to get Fulgrim. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not in the Emperor's Children. Would be the last Legion I collect. I've got a couple of their characters, and the Praetors are lovely. But yeah, for me at the moment, in terms of purchasing, it's actually Imperial Fists that I need to sort of cover. I wish Raven Guard had more characters, or any characters. But yeah, it would be Imperial Fists for me to crack on with. I'd probably get Dawn and Pollux. Maybe that Hoskar that was in charge of taking out Chthoniya. Forgotten his name. But yeah. It would be Imperial Fist next. But, I mean, on the channel, what you'll see next is... I haven't quite finished the Word Bearers reviews. I've got some heads, pauldrons, and chest pieces, like these ones, to review. Then a review of the whole collection, just like Legion-specific minis in the collection review video. Then I'll be releasing some Soulblight Gravelords, so a bit of Age of Sigmar reviews. And then we'll be coming back and reviewing all the Raven Guard. I made a start on Corax. Is it Corax? Corvus Corax? So yeah, I'll have the Raven Guard reviews up. But sandwiched in between all of those, we've got the Mechanicum reviews and unboxings and things. Yeah, the Gav Wallback are fantastic, yeah. Don't get me wrong, like the is it the Chosen for 40k? Or Possessed, is it? Yeah, Possessed. They're nice, but yeah, the detail on the Gav Wallback. And that's the thing. You can kind of use them for both game systems. You could easily use them as Possessed. So although they are more expensive, you know, it saves you money on buying Possessed. And you could paint them up however you wanted. You don't have to paint them, you know, Word Bearers colours. So if you had a different Chaos Legion, possibly. Was Pollux like a really big space marine or something? Like, do they mention that in the books? I can't remember. It's been so long. Yes, I'm building this Veletari Sergeant, I think it is. Oh no, they call it a Prime, don't they? They call it a Prime. I'm looking forward to the Mechanicum. This is kind of preparing me for the small parts of the Mechanicum, because I know that they could be a bit fiddly, but I'm really looking forward to the Castellax. And hopefully they'll bring out like a plastic Domitar. Is it a Domitar? And the plastic tank looks really cool. Just really looking forward to it. Well, if it's a collection for collecting, yeah, good point, Links. Yeah, that's the problem. Like with like a 5-watch collection or something, is you know, there's so many watches to choose from. It'd be nice to have a one watch and done kind of thing. But I'm a sucker for, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a specific dive watch. I wouldn't mind a specific you know, dress watch. You're right. And the thing is, I find myself looking at my phone or the computer screens and things for the time anyway. So for me, it's more of like an accessory or something to go with what I'm wearing. For me, anyway, rather than what it's actually for, like a timepiece. I mean, even like the Casios and things, you know, they're vintage. God, it makes me feel old. Apparently, they're vintage now. Something in the 80s is vintage. Crazy. He was nearly Primark size. Really? Wow. That is interesting. Because like Primarks are like what, 9 feet tall? Because Custodies are 8 feet. Or yeah. Or are Custodies 9 feet? Space Marines are 7. Primaris are 8. Custodies are 8.5 or 9. 8.5, and then Primarchs are what, 9? Maybe 10? No, surely you can't be 9 foot tall. Wow, that's crazy. You don't wear watches every day, but fine for events and things. Yeah. Would you clean up all of the mold lines? Yeah, I'm pleased that you acknowledge that it takes a long time to do it, and that I do this for all of the models. Yeah. Nothing worse when I see models and there's like visible mold lines and things on them. God, you know, it makes a difference when you go to paint them, of a model or an actual sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Like, it's more believable as like a little miniature, if it doesn't have like the mold lines. But yeah, it's all worth it in the end, because you get sort of cleaned up minis. I mean, the thing is, it's like, it really depends on what you want to do with your minis, how long you want to keep them for, if you want to sell them. If you like gaming, like, I understand there's a lot of people in the community that just really loves gaming, and for them, I can completely understand how they would maybe not even clip the parts off the sprues, just like snap them off, which is a heresy, but you know, and then they wouldn't like use a knife to get rid of the sprue extra. Wouldn't file the mold lines off and just stick them together and then spray them and good to go straight away. And that's fine if you know, at the end of the day, it's your models. Do what works for you. Definitely. The watch looks good. I might get it. Wait for later for the review. Which watch? What, the Casio one? The Duro. Very good. Yeah, quartz, 200-meter water resistance. It's mineral glass, but not sapphire. But you know, you'd expect that, because as I said, it's £50, almost £50. I think in the States it's about $30 or $40, which is insane, absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm pleased I got it in the blue and not the black. Although I probably will pick up a black one because they're so cheap. Yeah, very impressed. Like people on the internet say how good it is, but that didn't prepare me. Even though I watched a fair few videos, that just did not prepare me. My expectations were completely fulfilled, exceeded. And for a lot of people, that could be your one and done. It's a dive watch. It's not too heavy. Um, Good water resistant. It's like it's kind of smartish as well. It's got a bit of, I said, bling on it. It's quite shiny. It's quartz as well, so it's pretty accurate. You just need to change the battery on it. It's a screw down back, which is insane as well. Normally you'd just get a screw back, not a screw down back. Like with screws, I mean. Or one of those, not like a compression back, but like a button case back, where you have to get another tool to, or I've watched a video where someone super glues something and then pops it off that way. It's a bit, not super glue, but glue gun, sorry. I was kind of expecting that. And I was expecting that rubber strap to be absolutely awful, like really stiff, and I say toxic, like it would smell a bit. But no, it wasn't. It was soft and pretty good, actually. Like for me, there's no need, if I got a black one, to replace that. I replaced the black one on the blue one just because the colours. I think I bought a navy blue strap for it, and that works really, really well. I guess I could use the navy blue strap on the black one, but it works really well with the blue, and I probably will get a steel bracelet. The only issue with that is steel bracelets are typically 50, £60. So, but it does look very, very nice with the steel bracelet. I've seen pictures and things. You're almost spending more on the bracelet than you are on the watch. And I don't think the 22mm lug width is that common either. I think it's quite rare. Normally it's 20mm or 18, more common. Or the Seiko Monster, for instance, is 20mm. I think we've cleaned almost three. We'll clean these 5 and then we'll glue them together. Oh, jeez. I thought Space Marines were 7 feet because they're 2 meters. I've read loads of books where they're 7 feet. Oh, so Pollux is the size of a Custodes, but not. So Pollux isn't 10 feet. Wasn't there that one Space Marine that was like absolutely huge, who was he had to get that custom suit of Terminator armor or something? Okay. Have you gotten the navy blue strap already? Yes, I have. Links, yeah. Do you want me to show you it? I should have I've been wearing it all day, but I just thought I'd swap it for the F91 for the stream. But yeah, I can go fetch it. Yeah, that one there. Ah, okay, yeah, I will do. Tiberos, Tiberos. The WE was massive. Ah, okay, yeah. I know. What Uriel Ventress's uh, captain or whatever, that dude. He was pretty big, wasn't he? Yeah, it's crazy how big Space Marines are, but how fast they are as well. I guess it's that power armor too. But yet they're always training, like not naked, but like in robes and stuff, aren't they? Or in their training suits or something. I guess they probably do train in their armor too, but I mean it's crazy that the power armor has a power plant on the back just to power it. That's mental. Um, Arjak. Okay, Arjak. Oh yeah, Primaris definitely 8 feet. Yeah, without a doubt, over 8 feet. I'm sure I read like Primaris were like 8 or 8.5, and then Custodes were 9. Um, I think one of the is it Alea and Valerian novels? Um, I think one of those. One of the Custodes makes some comments about the Minotaurs having Primaris. They restocked. They reinforced their sort of chapter with a load of Primaris. I mean, my own chapter, the Black Consoles, really should have restocked hugely. I think there is a successor chapter to the Ultramarines anyway, but yeah, a lot of them were slain, weren't they? I think their planet blew up. And it's good because they do actually have a tie to the to my Titan Legion, the Legio Xerxes, which is good. So it all kind of fits a little bit. What I'll do is I'll just pop and get a cup of tea in a sec. Yeah. Just read some more. Hi Stig, how you doing? Good to see you. Haven't spoke to you for ages. I won't be in the Discord after this, by the way. Just saying that right now. But I will be live streaming on Saturday. Okay, Saturday evening. Oh, bear with me. I'll be back in a sec. was only my doorbell. Didn't have time to set up the sign, did I? Oh, come on. Right. So, this was set up quite nicely. And then I literally reversed. And now... Oh, that's on the wonk, isn't it? It's alright, guys. Just having a bit of an issue. Okay. Are we back? Yeah. Ah, right. Did I ever buy any of the Badab stuff? The Badab stuff. Badab. I don't know. Possibly. I can't remember. I guess you're talking about the astral claws and things. Maybe there are a few other units available, like within that Badab stuff, but yeah. Probably. I honestly can't remember though. I'd need to see like a list of vehicles and characters that were released through the Badab wars. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you, Jared. Thank you. I appreciate that. Red Scorpions. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I know, you're right. It does suck that they got rid of so many things. Especially as they'd been around for a long time. Like that's the killer. And there's quite a few other models as well that weren't around for a long time as well, that they got rid of. That are, sought after. I think if they refresh the molds for the Lucius Pattern Warhound, I think that would still be a seller. I think people would still buy that. I would certainly buy a new one. At the current price point, though, what are they, like 400 or so? I don't know about that. But also like things like the Tau Orca, for instance, or the Thunderhawk Transporter. If they gave the Thunderhawk Transporter the same like love and attention as they did with the refresh, yeah, I would be all over that. Maybe it's not practical in a game. It can only transport one Land Raider, but it'd be very cool. You could even have it as like a narrative piece or something. Again, with the Orca, that would potentially be usable. I mean, at the end of the day, they're still selling the Manta, aren't they? So I don't know many people that use a Manta in game, let alone a Thunderhawk. I mean, am I going to get the Tech Priest Biologist? Does look very good, Dima. Yeah, does look very, very good. I do like that Necromunda stuff. The kind of Gene Stealer cult, forgotten Tyranids, or they've been in the hive for so long. It's just, yeah, I like all of that. Very necromorph kind of looking. I do like my Dead Space. I did live stream a Dead Space, I think. I think I did. I'd like refreshes as well. Remakes of... I'm not sure about the third one. But definitely the second one, if they gave it the same treatment as the first one, with the improvements in the visuals and the sound. That would be great. And I had a lot of fun with the third one in co-op. You know. That's the thing, like I say if models aren't around anymore, and there are ways to get them, I think that's fine. It's at the end of the day, it's Forge World's Games Workshop's decision to have taken them off because they're not profitable enough. And I guess if there's like someone that's making them that, and you can't get them anymore, then hey, it allows people to, or not really experience the mod, well, not experience like the instructions if they even had good instructions, but just to experience having it. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that would love a Lucius Pattern Warhound, or some of the other models, but Forge World just don't make them anymore. Games Workshop don't make them. And that must be kind of deflating when if you're getting into the hobby and you've got a lot of passion for the hobby and you learn about knights and titans and all those kind of things, and then you find out that certain models no longer are in production. You must think, oh really, I missed out on that. Because at least with video games, they kind of exist somewhere, don't they? And a lot of video games are coming back. Like, you can go right now and play like the very first Marios and Tetris and Sonics and things from all those years ago. Whereas Warhammer, it's like they get discontinued, don't they? I guess that's the same for watches as well. Well, not the F91, it seems. Still going strong after sort of 40 years. Imagine having one from the 80s and then you've done, like 5 battery swaps and you've still got it. As I say, I'm sure I've got my variant of the F91 somewhere. I tried to look for it, but I spent, well, yeah. You can spend longer looking for something than working to just buy a new one, can't you? Um, and it's at that point that you just think, oh, I'll just buy a new one. I spent too long looking for it. But if I did find it, if I wasn't going to go and search for it, if I was just tidying up, pretty sure all it needs is a battery change. That'd be good to go. Right, I'm going to glue these 5 now. We've cleaned these 5. We've made some good progress. But I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll make that very, very clear. And hopefully on Sunday we'll get some news about the Mechanicum. I think there'll be a two-week pre-order window. And I think they will be sold out. I think it'll be very popular. People have been looking forward to Plastic Mechanicum for a while. I don't think it'll be sold out because people genuinely want them. I think it'll be sold out because, once again, Games Workshop won't make enough. And scalpers. I think a lot of people are wanting to, well, basically get a box for free. So they'll be buying 4 or 5 of them, keeping one for themselves, and then selling the other 4 at double the price. You know. How many boxes will I be getting? I'd like to get 2, but I might just get 1, and then just get the extra models at another time. How many troops do you get in the set? I think it's only 10 though, isn't it? It could be 20. Could actually be 20. Let me have a little look. If I type in Plastic Mechanicum, let's see what images it gives me. Images. Here we go. Oh yeah, you do get 20. Cool. I'll probably get 2 box sets for the to get 4 Castellax rather than the troops side of things. Not even sure if I'm doing this correct. Notice how I haven't even getting the instructions out, and I probably should be. I keep dropping. I've got this massive desk, right? Massive desk. Things still fall on the floor. Well, I thought this would be the way to put his legs on, but I'm quickly being proven wrong. There we go. Let me just read more. Yeah, the red scorpions look good, and the astral claws. Yeah. Okay. I decided on the colour of these as well. I do like the green, don't get me wrong, and it works well with Dark Angels. But I might just colour them black and gold. They just look really, really good next to the Titans and things. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, colour. I'd probably say black for the actual suit, black for the top and the helmet, maybe with gold rims for the visor. But I might just do metallic for the actual, armor plates on these suits. Kind of thought that would happen. This is why you put this on first. I'll go get that watch in a sec. When I go get my cup of tea, because I have left it downstairs. When I grab my cup of tea, I'll go get that watch. And then we should be ready to build the next 5. I haven't cleaned up the Volkite because I thought I could wing it. I'm quite sure we can put any Volkite arm combination with any Veletaris. Like the Sentinels, the armoured Sentinels, I think they're quite cool. They're a nice kit to put together. They were quicker. Took me quicker to build them than I expected. One thing to note though, if I can give you a tip about those, is that the aerial, the antenna, that snapped on both of them when I took it off the sprue, and I was really, really careful. It's just there is like a weak point, a sort of a part that's pre-made to snap, to break. It's predetermined. So yeah, hats off to you if you can get those off without any snaps. Yeah. I think the heads only go one way, which is a little disappointing. Yeah, I do have a plasma pistol I've gone for, apparently. When his wrist decides to behave. And then we've got these little camera things. These little GoPros. I don't know what they are. They could be torches for all I know. They do go on that way. Quite sure how this one will fit on. But it does. Oh. Okay, that's the Prime, or whatever you want to call him. He's got his power saber or something. Very steampunkish, steampunk-esque minis with these like diver helmets and things. But yeah, quite cool. That's my first ever one that I've built. This one doesn't count. Okay, this is just like a. It was a demo? No. Kind of a demo. Yeah, we could put that. Oh, sorry about that. I keep sneezing. Could put a tank there. But yeah, really impressed with these. Very cool. Nice to build as well. You can magnetise the main weapon in there, and you could probably magnetise the ammunition. It's between the Volkite and the Flamer, so if you really wanted them to have flamers. But if you see that antenna is a bit on the wonk because it's snapped there, I've done my best to sort of hide it. Maybe it needs a bit more of a file down. But yeah, there's like a inline breaking point on these. They're very easy to snap, and when they do snap, they snap in exactly the same place. So probably designed that way, but it's easily fixed with some Tamiya. But yeah, lovely minis, and again, probably my best thing to do would not be to glue him on. Paint him and then glue him on and sit him on there. Same for this one. really. But yeah. Right, just allow me to go grab a cup of tea, then we'll continue gluing these, and then we'll make a good start on those. Oh, there's loads more, sorry, there's loads more chat. I completely missed that. Well, that is interesting, Dante. You know, in a world where we get lots of remakes and, you know, refreshes and things, and sequels for games that don't really deserve them, that is interesting that they'd base it on that. Because if you think about it, where did they get the money for the Dead Space remake? So it's almost like, yeah, they could have used a bit of that money, you know, towards the Dead Space 2. But I don't know. I think probably Dead Space 1 is probably more iconic, probably more most people's favourite. 2's good, don't get me wrong. But hey Moxatron, how you doing? Yeah, I agree. Bring back the metal days. Oh wow. Yeah, when you now that was a workout, wasn't it? When you went to your Warhammer club and you took your toolbox and it had like your metal dreadnoughts in, and even some of your tanks had metal turrets, things like that. Wow, yeah, we're going back a bit now, aren't we? Yeah, like an orc army. Now that was a workout, an orc army. Because I had like a metal. I didn't have a metal dreadnought, but they had the metal Death Dread, and then they had the killer cans, and then you had metal burner boys, metal knobs. You know, you really had an orc army had a lot of metal things. This is before the Stomper, pre Stomper days, because the Stomper came out in 2000 and I want to say 7. Yeah, I want to say 2007. So the Stomper has been around for, what, 17 years or so. Yeah. And it's had less price hikes than the other ones. Whatever they're called. I've forgotten again. Is that plasma so he can blow off his hand? Hey, he wouldn't be the first person to blow off his hand. You know, plenty of Space Marines do it. I see so many Space Marines with bionic right hands, and that's clearly because they've been blowing their hands off with the plasmas. I don't know. I think these humans are kind of less inclined to overcharge their plasma. There's, I don't know, something about it just for me seems like they've got more self not self-aware, but self-preservation, that's the word I was looking for. Now, I don't know about this. Like, this seems odd because it's almost like armor on armor. Like, looking at these, it doesn't look like these go. Unless that is the one. Okay, that's got to be the one, hasn't it? But yeah, it just seemed like that was the other arm. That's all. Okay, so this is the banner, standard bearer. Not a big standard, but put his GoPro on and his head. The one thing I get with these, with any of the, I mean, this is the first time we've well, other than Deathcore maybe, but you know, this is like the first time really we've had kind of Imperial human sort of characters. You know what I mean, like Imperial Guard kind of thing for Horus Heresy. So for me, this seems like I'm building all these, but yet I know how soft and squishy they are compared to Space Marines, and part of me just thinks they're just going to pop. Like they're just going to be cannon fodder. They're just going to die so easily. You know, Space Marines just absolutely annihilate them. So I'm building each one with all of these parts and thinking, well, they're not going to last very long, are they? From like a game point of view. But hey, I collect orcs, so I should really know the feeling by now. Now, you can fall into two categories of a Warhammer hobbyist. Hands on gun or arms on body first. Like, do you glue the arms onto the body first and then the gun onto the arms, or do you glue the arms onto the gun? I guess both get the job done, but both is quite tricky. Quite a tricky process, isn't it? To get the hands to line up. Especially with this glue that I'm using, I've cracked open a new glue, but for some reason this batch of GW glue just seems to be very slow to melt the plastic. This is awful. It's drying quick, but there's no reactions. No reactions of this glue. Auxilia, that's the one. That's what I was after. I think in this case it would be better to glue the arms on the gun. Why would it glue to my finger? Like, there's no reason for it to glue to my finger. It should be reacting with the plastic, because it's not super glue. Okay, we'll sort that out in a moment. What do you think about the new Agents of the Imperium? Death Watch, I don't know. I think it should be an army, just as much as Grey Knights. Not as much, but I think it should be an army. Yeah, because it gives you. I like how you've got like Ordo, Xenos, Hereticus, and the other one. what's the other order? Ordo. Hereticus, Xenos. Malleus. Yeah, I think each one should be their own army, because it gives you an excuse to have your inquisitors for each one, and also, I mean, I'm kind of like talking about old 40k in a way. What I mean by that is before kind of Gilliman came back onto the scene and things, because old 40k was all about, if it's not Imperium, you just gotta kill it, things like that. Whereas New Imperium seems to be heavily focused on chaos, except for Space Marine 2, which is all about the Tyranids, isn't it? Mainly. Okay. Now, if we were just to lower his gun down a little bit. Right, so he's just walking about. That's fine. He's just chilling. Put his little armor plates on. He's good to go. So that's a Vexilla Solar. These are quite small. But the question I want to know is, how small are they compared to a Mark IV Space Marine? Well, Mark IV Space Marine's still bigger. Fair bit bigger, actually. Yeah, that's fine. It's when you start getting into this size, though, that's where it looks really cool. I want the Mark IIs, though. I really want the Mark IIs now. Okay, so just got to glue these three. I will go grab a cup of tea, though. Glue the right arm on. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, the thing is, there's just a lot of Imperium armies, aren't there? Let's face it. There's just a lot of Imperium armies. Right, I'll just go grab a cup of tea. It gives me a chance to put the sign up. Spared no expense. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. No room to put this cup of tea now, though. There we go. Cool. Right. Okay then. Right. Trying to get it back to where it should be, which is about there, I think. So it works. Yeah, that's okay. Hang on. Let's move that forward. That'll do. Right, let's just crack on. Lower that a bit. So, I mean, if you cut that little knob off, maybe you could probably move the head a bit, but the sort of neck seal is formed around that head, so it's not the best sort of custom that you can go for. Posability, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. I might swap glue at the moment. This GW glue is really getting on my nerves. Hopefully this one's okay. Oh yeah, shoot, I forgot about that. Luckily, I can just reverse this time because I've set the tripod up a bit better. Okay. Right, I got it. I got it. Right. So, if I get the other strap, which is here. Okay. So this was the OG strap. Okay. Okay, so this was the OG strap. Nothing wrong with it. It's nice. It's not as cheap as I thought it would be. It's not quick release, so you do need a bit of a tool to get the spring bars out. It's fine, but it's softer than I expected. It's not as firm. It does the job. It's, you know, works with the watch. It's like a dive watch type rubber strap. But this is a navy blue strap I picked up for it. I think this was like £15. But again, quick release. So if you've got other watches that need 22mm, yeah, and I think it works really, really well. But I'll definitely get a metal bracelet for it. It just looks so much more than what it is. Big fan of things like that. So yeah, I hope that helped. It kind of reminds me of the following of the F91 actually. You know, if you go on watch forums and things and check out videos, they will say a lot of good things about the Casio Duro. Oops. Oh no. So this is a bit of a pain to put on. Oh, cheers. Thank you, Links. Appreciate that. Let's see if this glue plays ball. Yeah, this glue definitely plays ball. Good, I like that. I'm gonna use this from now on. Whoops. There we go. That's that one. Again, sort of trudging forward. It's a bit of a shame that you can't really position the heads as well as you'd want. But they certainly look the part. There's a fair amount of detail on them. Hello, me. How are you doing? So what are they called then? What are the Death Watch now called? What's their sort of faction? Will they not get a codex either? I've packed all the knobs away. Yeah, they've all gone away. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do this first though. I'm not sure about that. I don't think that's going to go on there. And likewise, I don't think this is going to go on there either. I think I've got the wrong selection. What is going on here then? Have I missed a part? I must have missed a part somewhere. because none of these two go with that. Okay, well that's going to be interesting. I thought I had deleted these out. Oh, Imperial Agents, okay. Xeno Hunters, okay. Fair enough. Imperial Agents, alright. Cool, thank you. That makes sense. So now, I don't really know which arms go where for this. So I'm a bit snookered. Well, I mean, technically, it's the fourth one. No, the third one. So one. I did that pose, and then I kind of did that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I kind of did this one. So I'm looking for. I think that one. That would work. I think that would work. We'll try this anyway. See how this gets. See how far this gets us. I think it'd be all right. Thing is, we won't know until we try with this one. Even that hasn't glued on well enough. It's a bit annoying. It's this one. Now those arms look a little bit not quite right. And that's all falling apart now. How about this? Does that one work? Yeah, I think that's the one that goes with it. Really not having luck with my glue today. Both of these glues are just performing terribly. Could it be the heat? I don't know. It's not that warm today. Not really giving me much of a wiggle room with this one. Have to leave it at that. Put the armor plates on. Thing is, I'm pretty sure that I allocated the right parts to these. Spent enough time sorting them out. Right, that's that one done. And then the final one. So I'm hoping this slots onto here somehow. Yeah, it does. Okay. And then once again, I'm hoping this one does. This one works. Okay, so that's a completely different arm. I need another arm, please. It's got to be this one, right? Yeah. Okay, so where's the... There it is. No. We want that to go like so. Yeah, I don't really think that's the right angle. Why do Games Workshop have to create arms that only go with one specific weapon? It's so frustrating compared to old Space Marine kits that any weapons can go with any arms and things, but now they're really, really forcing you to have one arm to go with one weapon. No, in my luck, it's probably this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. Like, customizing, posing your minis has just gone out the window. And that's what I expected with Plastic Heresy, really. I didn't expect anything less. You know, it comes at a cost. It really does. It's a trade-off, isn't it? You get cheaper minis, but they take you longer to build, and you get less customization. Probably get more options, like there's more parts, aren't there? You know, definitely more parts. Like, you know, I doubt it'd be two complete separate kits if it was resin. You know, you'd have your axe, your power axes, and then your Volkite. Right. But yeah, in terms of posability, can't pose the legs, the torso, the arms, not really, and the head you can't. So there's not much difference between these and resin. However, detail, there might be a bit more detail in the resin. Like definitely the 3D detailing, like the depth of the legs and the armor and things. Um, and these are elite troops as well, so they could have a Forge World resin kit. You know, these aren't mass troops. You only get 10 of them in the box. You don't get like 20 of them. So so we are on to the next 5. I'll put them over there. I think what I can do is at least get them glued on. These are actually quicker than I thought they would in terms of me building them. They're not taking me as long. But I need to leave at 6:40, so giving everyone like a 20-minute warning now. I need to cook some tea because I've got something else that I need to do tonight, so I do need to eat. But I will be back on Saturday. I want to do a paint live stream. I want to paint something on Saturday night, so we'll be doing that. Yeah, I keep looking on the sort of Forge World Horus Heresy, but sorry, the Forge World sort of Games Workshop website now and again at some of the consoles and things, and they're still out of stock. You know, like yeah, it's really bizarre. They're not stocking things up as quick, or maybe as soon as they stock them, people are buying them. But because obviously you can, you know, email me when available, I guess. So maybe people are jumping on them as quick as they're being restocked. I don't know, but for me, I now and again I check and things are out of stock. I wonder if they've sort of calmed it down a bit, calmed their resin production down. Right, we can kind of glue these on now. Okay then, right, so yeah, we'll put these together. Hopefully that will go in there quite nicely, or maybe not. There you go, that's a bit better. The heads will only go one way, so I might as well just glue them. Nice little kit this. Doesn't take too long to put them together, but I am looking forward to building that Lehman Ross. I think it'll be the Lehman Ross I'll build next, then the Aethon Sentinel from the box set, then I'll probably build the las rifle unit, like a good chunk of them, then the Dracosan, for Mechanicum though. Oh, I think I'll probably hit the ground running with the Castellax. Maybe even the tank. I'm going to glue the troops last. It fits in there really awkwardly. Like there's almost a gap. Why would there be a gap there? I think that's just the way it is. Oh. Our sisters of battle sexy. What? I mean, if you're really, really religious towards the emperor, then yeah. I can see that if you're devoutly pledge yourself to the emperor and stuff, then yeah, probably. Right, just giving everyone like a 10-minute prompt that I will be leaving in about 10 minutes. I will be back Saturday. Might be in the afternoon. Haven't decided yet. Guns with nuns. You're talking about Sisters of Battle, but I can't wait for Misters of Battle. I want Misters of Battle. They've got to be completely topless, okay? Moustaches, and canes that have like a las rifle, basically like Custodes, but without the oil. You know the Custodes spears? They'll have those, but canes that fire las rifles. So it's just like a long, you know those mag lights, those really long flashlights, the big ones. They kind of got those as canes because it's a las rifle, obviously. Misters of Battle, yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, no, I wasn't on a break. I just had to switch something on. Dommy mommy. So I'm just reading more of your comments. Where are the femtoads anyway? Like, you can't just override like 40 years of law and put them in the codex and then not have any models. That's the real crime in all this. You can't say they've always been female Custodes and then not have any representation in model form. That's just bang out of order. But anyway. Oops. My legs are opening a little bit. I've gone to get one of my sketches. Yes. Ah, yes. Distinguished gentleman. For my Mister of Battle. One of the poses I've gone for is he's twirling his mustache, while he's twirling his mustache with his left hand in between his fingers and his thumb, and he's also mid spinning his cane, but also I've modelled it so that part of the laser is coming out of the cane, so it's almost like a lightsaber. If General Grievous did the spinning lightsaber thing, I've thought about it too much. Definitely, I've definitely thought about male Sisters of Battle and the models that I could make. More than Games Workshop have thought about the female Custodes models that they are looking to make. I definitely think that is the case there. I would love. This is a thing. Instead of more Sisters of Silence models, we're going to get female Custodes and probably female Space Marines before we get more Sisters of Silence models. And this is the thing. I am in your camp too. I really like the Sisters of Silence, and it's a shame that we got so many, loads of different Custodes models. I think it should have been the opposite way around. I think we should have got lesser Custodes, because each one, let's face it, is kind of like bespoke. They're not mass produced, are they? Like each individual Custodes is custom, I guess. Whereas the Sister of Silence, again, they're extremely rare. I'm not saying that they're not rare at all. You know, they're null maidens or whatever. And it's like 1 in every billion is a null or whatever it was. So they're really hard to kind of find, I guess. You know, but I would have, in terms of model wise, I'm with you. I would have much rather had more Sisters of Silence models, definitely, than the Custodes that we got. Oh, nice one, Maxim. Yeah, I love tanks too. Yeah, tanks are very, very good. The only thing about tanks is they, well, they take me at least. They take me a long time to build. And like you look at you look at that Lehman Russ, and it's very nice, but that has taken me probably 4 or 5 times the amount of time as these 10. And that's the thing with tanks. You get one, and it just looks like one sort of piece in a way. But little do people know that's like 150 pieces or whatever. Tanks take a long time to build and put together. Definitely. So if you see an army with lots of tanks rather than lots of troops, then you know that has taken a long, long time to put together. Unless people have just, bought the army second hand or something. I don't know. Right, we're coming up to the end. What I'll do is I'll just put their GoPros on. Yeah, I'll just put their GoPros on because they're a bit tricky. And then Yeah, the tracks. Yeah, especially if you clean them. If you clean all the track parts, and it's all the extra little bits as well that we put on. Oh, you're welcome, Maxim. Thank you for tuning in at this time. I appreciate it, and you, Kriegsman. I appreciate it. Like I say, I'll be streaming Saturday, but it'll be probably in the afternoon rather than the evening. That's not because I'm working Sunday. It's just yeah, I just fancy painting in the afternoon. Unless it's really, really hot, but I shouldn't say that because it's the UK. Not sure about the time. I might post something about the time on the day to give everyone some heads up rather than what I did today. I should do that more often, give people heads up about streaming times. But thank you for joining all today. Hope you've had a good time. Hope you've been able to do some more of your hobby work with company. You know, thanks for being my company as well today. I don't know about that. We had a release of Orcs, didn't we? Don't know the next time we'll get some Orc models. Yeah, as I say, I'm just going to put these on and then call that a day. Actually, I'll just finish this one, to be honest. Yeah, just finish that one. Okay, and there we go. That is it for the live stream. So thank you for joining all today, and I'll see you on Saturday. The Emperor protects.